All right, let's get right into it. If you're in the beef business, you know the game. It's about raising healthy cattle, producing top quality meat, and hopefully making a profit. But here's the thing. In a place like South Africa, that's getting tougher and tougher every single year. So today, we're going to look at a breed that might just be the perfect answer to this whole puzzle. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? We're talking about crazy heat, rain that you can never predict, and grazing land that's, well, not exactly lush. So how on earth do you not just get by, but actually build a successful, sustainable business in an environment like that? And for the farmers out there, this isn't some textbook problem. This is real life. It's the daily grind that decides if your farm makes it or breaks it. The pressure is absolutely on to find an animal that can take the heat, literally, and do it without costing a fortune. And that brings us to a potential solution. And what's so cool about it is that it's not some brand new lab-created marvel of genetic engineering. Nope, it's a breed that's been shaped by Africa itself over hundreds and hundreds of years. So, say hello to the Boran. Just look at them. You can almost see the toughness in their build, right? This is not a fragile animal. This is a survivor, forged in the fires of the exact same challenges that South African farmers are staring down today. So what is a Boran, really? Well, let's break it down. The key things to remember are early maturing, medium frame, and efficient. What does that mean for a farmer? It means they're ready for market sooner. Their smaller size means you can have more animals on the same amount of land, and this is the magic part. They can take pretty poor quality grass and turn it into amazing meat. Okay, that all sounds great on paper. But talk is cheap, right? Let's see what happens when the rubber meets the road, when the Boran Bajan goes head-to-head with all the other breeds in a really serious competition. And we're not talking about some small local show. This is the big one, the RPO National Carcass Competition. It's where every beef breed you can think of gets judged against the others. This is a direct, no-nonsense comparison of the final product, the meat that actually ends up on the plate. And the results? Well, the Borans didn't just show up. They absolutely dominated. Danny's Drydom's Jabeo Boran stud walked away with the top prizes. We're talking best single carcass and the best group of 4. They proved their quality against everybody. But listen to why he won. It's just as important. The winner himself, Danny Stridham, said he picked the breed for sustainability. He talks about low-maintenance cows that pop out a calf every single year, like clockwork. Now that, my friends, is the engine of profitability on any cattle farm. Okay, so they're winners on the hook, but there's always been this myth, really, that indigenous breeds like the Boran just can't hack it in a modern commercial feedlot. So let's put that idea to the test. To really blow this myth out of the water, Hurwitz Farming, who run one of the biggest Boran herds in the country, decided to do a proper formal trial. They weren't messing around. They took a whole group of purebred Borans and put them through a commercial feedlot system to measure every single thing. And the results that came back were honestly just stunning, especially when you hear that a lot of these animals weren't even young steers in their prime. The data really does speak for itself, but let's zoom in on the 3 numbers that are just mind-blowing. First up, an average daily gain of 1.78 kilograms. That is a fantastic number. It means these animals pack on weight quickly, which means they spend less time in the feedlot, which saves money. It's all about turning that feed into profit fast. Next, look at this, a feed conversion ratio of 5.55. Think of it like the fuel economy in your car. The lower the number, the more efficient it is. This is incredibly efficient. It means it takes less feed to produce every kilogram of meat. That saving goes directly to the bottom line. But this one might be the most incredible number on the whole chart. 0. Absolutely 0 deaths, 0 diseases. The entire group didn't need a single dose of medication. That is just a massive testament to how unbelievably hardy these animals are. Think about it, 0 cost from vet bills and 0 cost from lost animals. Wow. So we've seen the performance in the field and in the feedlot, but what about the meat itself? Let's dig into the science, because at the end of the day, that's where the real value is hiding. You see, making a profit isn't just about how heavy the animal gets. It's about the quality of that weight. Is it valuable, tender meat that people want to buy? Or is it a bunch of excess fat that just gets trimmed off and thrown away?
That ratio of meat to bone and fat is absolutely critical. And here's the scientific proof. This isn't just an opinion. A study led by Dr. Helena Theron over at SA Studbook confirmed it. Boron meat is, officially, very tender. That's a measured, scientific fact that has a direct impact on what the consumer is willing to pay. And this chart right here, it just gets to the heart of the whole thing. So many modern breeds get caught in this overfeeding trap. You pump them full of expensive feed to get them big, but that leads to all sorts of problems like lower fertility and health issues. The Boran, with its natural genetics, just neatly sidesteps that whole mess. It's built for health and fertility without all the extra inputs. So when you put it all together, the picture becomes crystal clear. Every single one of these traits, from their resistance to ticks to their efficiency with feed, it all translates directly into lower costs and less risk for the farmer. And things like a good temperament and a long life, those aren't just nice to haves. They make your entire herd more stable, more predictable, and in the end, way more profitable.
So, after all that, what does this actually mean for the future of raising beef in South Africa? Let's tie it all together.
The evidence is just so clear, and it all points in the same direction. The Boran has been proven in the toughest competitions. It has been proven in the commercial feedlot with hard data that shatters old myths. And it's been proven by science to produce high-quality meat. This isn't a breed that's just getting by. It's a breed that is perfectly adapted for the challenges we're facing right now and the ones that are coming. And that really just leaves us with one last fascinating thought. As we search for all these high-tech solutions to climate change and economic pressure, what if the best, most advanced answer isn't something new at all? What if it's the genetic wisdom that nature has been perfecting for centuries, right here in Africa?